So in this pot I've got the carcass from one chicken left over from my chicken soup. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to make that soup. We are now making a chicken stock, so I've just got carrot, onion, celery, a little bit of garlic. Okay, I've got about 4 litres of stock here. I'm just going to strain it. And we have 1 kilo of smoked ham hock here, which I'm going to drop into that stock. I'm using some bay leaves, a little bit of carrot and some onion. We're going to just drop all that in and we're going to cook this until the ham comes away from the bone. The other ingredients for the soup, I'm going to use 2 cups of split peas, and I'm soaking them in a little bit of water. You can use stock if you want to. We can always adjust the salt level, that's why I use water in this. You can adjust that later. I'm using about 4 sticks of celery, a little bit of granulated garlic. I don't have any fresh, so that's all I've got, and about 3 medium-sized onions. So here's a ham hock going into the stock now. I'll drop that in. Gonna add my couple of carrots in there, a little bit of onion, and some bay leaves. Now I'm doing this ham hock in my pressure cooker just to speed things up. You can do it on the stove and just let it cook for a good couple of hours. So while my ham hock is cooking in the pressure cooker, we're going to get on and make the start of our soup. Into a pan, you want to put a little bit of olive oil in there, a couple of tablespoons, and then we want to toss in the onion and the celery, and you want to saute this off now. We're not looking to brown it, we just want to cook it so we get all those flavours out. Put this on a nice low heat, cooking it nice and gently. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of granulated garlic, and of course if you have fresh garlic, that's the way to go. So just cook this out now. And over the back there, our pressure cooker is cooking that ham hock. We're going to save all that chicken stock. It's going to be delicious. Now I'm going to add my split peas. Okay, just want to bring this up to a little gentle simmer. Right, so I'm now going to put the ham hock into this soup, but you don't have to use a pressure cooker. You can do it all in one pot like this. So I'm going to pour all of that lovely chicken stock, throw the carrots in there, everything in. Now you want to turn it down to a gentle simmer. This is going to take a good couple of hours. You'll know that it's ready when the ham starts to fall off the bone. You can then start to remove the fat. We'll do a little bit of a skim across the top of the soup. I'll show you that later. For now, just let it gently simmer away. I'm going to pop the lid on. And already smells amazing. Soup's been cooking now for a couple of hours with the lid on, and it's really starting to come together. Very lovely. Get yourself something that's going to spider it out in one piece, and then onto a tray. So now what you want to do is remove this fat. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, then we're going to remove all the fat from this, take all the meat off, pop it back into the soup, and then go on to a gentle simmer again until the soup starts to thicken up. And depending on your ham hock, there could be quite a bit of fat on there, but what I want to do is I just want to remove it, and these bones here, just save them, because we're going to be putting these back into the soup after I've trimmed them up a little bit. And then again, you're going to have to sort of really carefully go through this, pick out all the fat from it. This bone here should be nice and clean. You can see how it's falling off the bone. I want to clean all of that up, only to get the fat off, and that's going to go back into the soup as well. Okay, just want to skim off the impurities on the top, just so that the soup is nice and clear. So anything that's floating on the top, like looks a bit cloudy, you need to get rid of. Just a gentle sweep across. It's not going to hurt you in any way, it's just more pleasant for the soup if it's not there. Now the bones, I'm just going to pop the bones back in. Okay, Add a bit more flavour to the soup. We'll take those out towards the end. And here's all the meat that I've taken off the bone, and I've removed as much fat as I possibly can. Toss that in. We want to cook this now. A couple of alternatives here. You can blend the soup nice and smooth. I kind of like it a bit chunky, so I'm going to leave it as it is, but we still need to cook that now. So I get a lid back on. We'll get it back onto a gentle simmer. Okay, now the soup has cooled down. I just want to remove the bones from there. I think there's one more. There we go. Smoky ham hock through there, and I want to give it a bit of a taste test. I don't think you need to blend this. I wouldn't do. If you like a smooth soup, that's fine. But this one is definitely a winter warmer. Okay, now the soup is ready, and I'm just going to pour it into these containers. The purpose of the video was to make soup so we could have it on a cold night, and it also freezes really well. So I'm serving my pea and ham soup with some hot buttered toast. You can use a crunchy bread roll or whatever you like. Lovely chunks of ham through there. A little bit of fresh parsley on the top. Guys, this is bloody delicious. Take care, and I will see you on my next recipe.